Oh, right.
Alright, now we're live. Sorry guys, OBS updated and fucked up my sound settings yet again. But hi! Welcome, Echoes. My name is Disaster GM Evie. My pronouns are she, there, any. It has been a while.
Me?
It's been a month and a half since we last hit Once Upon a Reflection, which tonight we are playing. I am completely all out of order because of the mics fucking me up. But yes, so we are playing Once Upon a Reflection, a cipher system based fairy tale TTRPG. Um, and I am Evie, the Disaster GM. As I said before, my pronouns are she, there, any, and I'm the game runner for this fine disastrous group. Let's go ahead and go around introducing ourselves so that I can get my head on straight. It's been a week. Amanda, we're starting with you today.
Hi. Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, aka Panda Cabra. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Thorn and her real world persona, Rosa, the resilient wild explorer princess type who masters the swarm. Alina, it's your turn.
Hello, hello. It's me, Alina. I am they, them, and I will be playing Seb as their real world form, but they are currently Vrak. They are also they, them, and they are a charming trickster who wears a crown of ice very unwillingly. Let's pass it on to our dynamic duo.
Hi, I'm Joel. I'm going to be playing uh, both Senor Fluffington and Juan Ferreira, and you are probably going to hear my roommates in the background at some point or another because they are unable to be quiet when people are busy. I had to step away because I heard incredibly loud screaming and stomping, and it's just them being autistic. So
Okay. Hey,
everything is fine.
that
But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Evie, go.
that's just kind of life with roommates. We get it. Thank you for the warning, though. But yes, so I am Evie. This particular game runs normally every other Friday from 9 p.m. Eastern for a couple of hours, and I believe that's 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm good. I'm good with time zones. Sometimes I'm not good with time zones at all. Time is weird. Time is a weird soup. But
Very weird.
we do dual stream across both Twitch and YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so that you can be notified when this or other games happen to go live. Or if you are watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow because we run this and a couple of other games. We are also, oh wow, the announcements for this game are still on our old charity. So if you are watching on Twitch, you will notice from where our little subscribe button normally is that we are raising funds for World Central Kitchen. So if you can donate, if you can't, just kind of spread the word. No portion of the donations go to Alter Decor Archives or any of its affiliates. If you are watching on YouTube, eventually I will have a link from my chat bot that's able to just kind of cycle through, and I will be able to throw that in there for you. And I believe that the Tiltify link that goes to YouTube is for the Gaza portion of World Central Kitchen. But with all of that out of the way, we're going to do our content warning, and then we are going to do a little bit of a bigger recap because it has been, as I said, a month and a half since we have gamed, so everybody at the table needs it. Let's go ahead into focusing on today's session. As a content warning, we do reset. We at the Archives would like to remind you that this is an adult content rated game with depictions of violence, gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those watching, you have been warned. as kind of a rollback to where we have been and where we currently are. After meeting the descendant of Snow White at Castle White, they have learned a variety of information, including that there is the possibility of the evil stepmother slash witch of the Snow White tale being the origin of some sort of curse or echoing effect across fairy tales to their particular champion days, which is the gathering of these hags, possibly into a coven, to do something. They do not know what. They have no clue. They have only just started really putting together that it's definitely more than just the couple that they have encountered. But they are en route to find out more about what that particular curse or what that particular magic was by anyone that might have records from the wedding of Snow White to her prince. En route, they encountered a variant of Baba Yaga and spent a night with her in her walking hut, which helped to get them further along in their footpath towards where they were going. One of them, or all of them, had interesting conversations with her, but one of them was convinced that if they could do something to engender the need for retribution from her, then they could potentially be cursed into the form that they wanted, that they desired. And as such...
yeah, got my ass cursed, baby!
Yeah, and as such, made a somewhat feeble attempt, but an attempt nonetheless, to be cursed into their desired form. And Vrak is now no longer appearing as a tall, punkish ice elf, and has returned to the form of a small, equally punkish goblin. Though the curse, it being a curse and not a blessing or true change of form, does result in their entire arm being bound in pain, as if constantly suffering from frostbite. Wandering around on foot, they have encountered fairies, or pixies rather. They have encountered a unicorn that possibly has resulted in hair growth on Thorn. They have encountered an actual conference with the force of death. They have met what might have been Puss in Boots while finding a small town that appears only at twilight, once per day for an hour, of beast folk within a territory, and while there inspected and found the ruins of Snow White's original family castle, because Snow White was wed to her prince and traveled to his kingdom. Within there, they found the ancient queen's old mirror, who attempted to help and is desperate to help so that he is not left behind. And while figuring that out and realizing what else they might possess in their various collection of trinkets and tribulations, they have decided to take a rest. And while resting, because of one of the objects of power that they have with them, weird dreams manifested. Coalescing with the power of the mirror, these dreams shunted them essentially, at least in some form, into the dream realm, into the Sandman's territory, where separated, they went through their own, we shall call them trials, their own memories, attempting to seek each other and a way out. Several of them having, perhaps not intentionally, at least originally, manipulated the reality of dreams around them and triggered the interest of the Sand Guardians, which then attempted to capture them in nightmares. In certain cases, this did not work and created combat, which too caught the attention of the Sandman himself. Because of a variety of roles, Juan's patron was also summoned to assist. So Juan and Vrak ran from that particular combat as death itself waged battle against the Sandman, the King of Dreams. While running, they and also Thorn and Senor Fluffington, because it is technically two souls, each of which sleeps and retains its own body within the dream realm, found the Sandman's castle, and their champion's call was alerted that something was wrong. Thorn and Senor Fluffington were the first to arrive, followed somewhat shortly thereafter by Juan and Vrak, where they found one of the hags had invaded the realm of dreams while the Sandman was distracted, and was attempting to steal the golden sands of sleep. Battle waged from all four of the champions against the Hag of Plagues, the Pied Piper. It was vicious, aided by their very excellent rolls last time, multiple 20s from several people, and the manipulation of the reality of dreams around them. They have at least stalled the Hag until the other two could arrive, the Force of Death and the Sandman. Currently, we are at the end of battle. The entire room is still shining with insanely bright light, as all of the sand had been kind of dreamed into being something like the light of the sun around them. Vrak is wearing sunglasses that helps to protect them from the light, and at least at the end of the battle was still riffing on their guitar, just trying really hard to enthrall the Piper before it could escape. Thorn was somewhat frozen in place and stunned at the end of the combat. Senor Fluffington had manifested extremely large versions of Mama and Pedro from home. So giant versions of Juan's wife and son are currently present. Pedro is playing or attempting to play fetch with Senor Fluffington and the stolen flute of the Piper. And Juan is left standing, aware that the shadows of the room, stark in contrast from the bright light, had manifested death, killing off the plague of rats that had been summoned, and entering the room, capturing the Piper and dragging him down to the sands below, just after it had finally managed to push something, some small bag of something, through a portal that it had summoned in the roof. The Piper undulating within the golden sands, trapping it, screaming, the sound of a panicked teenage boy engulfed in the sands. And the Sandman entered, extremely tall, gaunt, with long flowing robes embroidered with the golden sands of sleep, bald, shining head and wizened features from his ancient time, calling to the piper initially, "You have something of mine." And so we enter post-combat. Before any of you have even the chance to react to him, the hand not controlling the sand that is trapping the piper snaps its fingers, and all of the manipulations that you had caused cease. The light stops. The corgi army disappears. Mama and Pedro are gone. Vrak, you are falling from the sky because you had been in the air with manifested wings.
That's fair.
I would like a speed check for your landing. Do you have anything that would be able to help with that?
No, absolutely not. I am not a speed character, but I'll put some effort on it. Let's do 2. I've got enough.
Okay.
That is a 16.
16. All right, so yeah, you very easily land on the sands. They do skid and slide underneath you, so it's this kind of not quite surfing motion as you land, protecting your guitar carefully, and slide down one of the mounds that has built. But you guys are left with the demanifestation of your dreams in the Sandman's castle, with
going to
death
make
standing
control.
in stark shadow, staring at Juan and the Sandman, seeming to pay attention to you, but at least carefully watching the undulating sands that contain the piper.
Before anything, I think Juan is going to try to get out of his wolf form before he starts trying to kill everybody in this building.
Sounds
That's
good.
fair.
Sounds good. Good plan.
So I have to beat a difficulty 2 task.
Yes, you do. Intellect base.
I rolled 6.
6 is what you needed.
That'll do it.
Yeah, difficulty 2 is 6 or better, so you do succeed. You rolled so well last time that it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, broken clock or something or
We're gonna
other.
roll like crap tonight.
Yeah. Well, Joelle, because I called it out during the parts that I was watching as a refresh, rolled 4 nat 20s in a night, and the last one I had to offer a GM intrusion to negate.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you guys rolled really, really well for a very important fight, so don't complain too much.
When I revert back to normal, am I clothed?
Probably in tattered clothing, but it's not like you grow to like massive ogre size, so. And this is also a dream, so what would Juan want the clothing to behave like?
Clothes are fine
Yeah,
in that case.
yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. Now that he's smaller, he's going to start walking very stealthily towards the door.
Okay, please make a stealth check. Who are you trying to stealth from? Because your
The people that are 100% not going to.
yeah, your patron is watching you directly. His eyes are on you.
Yes.
Which
And I
is
understand
difficult.
that.
Yeah, which is difficult for most people to tell other than he is facing you, because seeing the face of death is like trying to look past a blur. Your eyes constantly want to slide off, but you can still feel his eyes on you. The Sandman is paying attention, but not watching any of you directly.
Yeah, I imagine this is probably going to be a very difficult role.
Yeah, so are you applying
Um,
any effort to it? Because if you are
One,
not,
no.
then there is no point in rolling.
I rolled a 6 anyway,
Yeah. Yeah,
just
these
for fun.
Yeah.
yeah, death is tier 10. So,
Of course,
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm also at tier 1, so
you're tier 2, but yeah.
Tier 2.
Juan is tier 1.
Oh, I should have tiered him up for you before giving you
Oh,
that character
well.
sheet then.
It's okay. It makes sense. He's in a weakened state.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously you are noticed. The shadows wrap not confiningly, but almost like chains around your ankles as you try to slide. There is a twitch of the Sandman's finger, and as you're trying to walk, the sand just kind of slides underneath you like you're on a treadmill.
I think because he is a very stubborn man, there's a moment of like almost like treadmill walking, would like be like probably longer than it than you're like he's just really stubborn,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just a slight, and then he just stops struggling and just kind of stands there, doesn't say anything because God forbid he is not going to be the first one to break the silence.
Thorn, you are no longer stunned, and there's only like a split second of your eyes having to adjust from the incredible brightness to being able to see again, because dreams are not reality. Are you doing anything in particular?
Honestly, I feel like I'm just like, okay, so there's sand, there's big scary gaunt skeletal almost person. I feel like she just is gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna watch. I'm not gonna run, but I also don't know where I am.
Okay.
She's trying to get her bearings after that fight.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Vrak?
I think so. Vrak falls out of the sky, scoots down a sand dune, and then is just gonna style it out by like being like, yeah, pop their collar, like give themselves a shuffle, and then just lean up against a pillar and watch the proceedings.
Okay.
Like they meant to do that.
And I believe that you wanted Senor Fluffington, like, completely oblivious, chewing on the flute. Did you
Yeah.
say? Okay. So, off.
He got the stick.
Yeah, off in the hallway, slightly behind the Sandman, is the massive, like, Great Dane sized chihuahua of Senor Fluffington just gnawing on the Piper's flute. So there's a stretched moment of silence before the undulating sands that contain the Piper are brought closer and just rested at the feet of the Sandman. And with one hand still containing it, essentially, controlling the sand to contain him, he finally looks up and looks at all of you. You have 1 minute to explain what you are doing here.
Do we look like we know what the fuck we're doing here?
Roll social interaction.
Excellent. How about a 4?
Okay. Anyone else have anything to say before he reacts to that? You are muted, Amanda.
So you just like weren't aware that there was like a hag in here, like just doing stuff. Were you?
The Sandman glances at you, and a hairless brow arches slightly before his face turns towards Juan, judgingly. I was somewhat preoccupied.
In my defense, I I didn't want to be here. So. And also did not. It was not my. Don't. I don't recall, but I don't think I brought him here. He just hitched a ride, which is really interesting because it's like a three. It's like layers to it because I hitch a ride and then he hitch a ride out of the right. I don't think you find that funny. Never mind.
Foma elf approach.
Brack like points at themselves and looks around and then shrugs. It was like, here, what do you got to say to me?
Approach.
Oh. Okay, I know this is your realm and shit, but I don't really like follow.
Please make an
directions
intellect
from-
defense roll.
Yep. Guess who's really bad at these?
Yeah.
That's an 11.
You.
But I'm so I can't resist this.
Yeah. You find sands creeping up your legs, and while it is not like you are resisting it, you can tell that they are puppeting your legs as you walk forward.
Vrack, I think is gonna try to like struggle and struggle against their bonds. And like, hey, what the fuck? Let me go. They're
The
like
hand-
snarling and trying to tear at the sand on their legs.
The hand not controlling the sand that is enwrapping the Piper reaches forward, and please give me a difficulty 8 speed defense
I'm,
as he
There's
attempts
no-
to touch your forehead.
let's see if I'd have to roll a nat 20, I think, because I can't spend any more effort to bring it down.
So you
Nope.
don't have the effort to bring it down?
I don't have the effort to bring it
Yeah,
down
so-
enough to even succeed
yeah.
with that.
Nat 20 does not work unless you can lower it to
That's
a
true.
6. So, yeah. So, as he forces you to approach, it is then just the fact that you are unable to even step back that hinders you to the point that one finger comes and presses against your forehead. You flash back, not just to the beginning of the dream. You flash back to your previous adventure with the White Castle. You flash back to your night with Rosa. You flash back further to the castle of the 12 princesses, to all of your adventures with them, through back to the lake, back to the castle in the frozen wastes, to finding a mirror in the basement of an abandoned building that you thought was going to be so cool to check out.
It was, but not in the way I thought.
And it's that tingling moment of when you had first passed through a reflection that the memories stop.
Ooh.
A chill is still over your body as his finger comes away from your forehead.
I think because this is the dreams, Vrack's sunglasses freeze up and crack and just fall off of their face.
You also find your arm in pain as he removes his hand from your head.
Oh. What the fuck was that?
Please return to your other character sheet.
Oh. All the stuff I spent in dreams is not spent?
Not spent,
All right.
but you currently are in the hindrances that you had previously, etc.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, Brax just, ow, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Your arm
Glares
is,
at him.
yeah, your arm is burning. The others of you notice the bandages seemingly magically appearing as they wrap around Vrak's arm. Dark, blackened, freezer, like frostbite, burned skin underneath before they appear. Their hair is just a little fluffier because they're not worn from battle.
Yeah.
Champions. Such a waste.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I would hold my tongue if I were you.
Oh, I've had enough of people bossing me around in my life. You want to be silenced? You're gonna have to do it yourself. Or send me back to, I don't know, where the fuck we came from. Let me go home.
Please make another intellect defense, or no, another
Speed?
interaction roll to see
Ooh.
if he ignores your talking back or if he responds accordingly.
3.
3. Now make another intellect defense roll.
I'm hindered.
Yep. It is a difficulty 6, so you will have to apply effort to bring it back to a 6. Because difficulty 6,
Right.
hindered to 7, you've
From
got to
5 to
apply effort.
7.
Yeah.
I can spend 2 effort on that, actually,
Okay,
and
to
bring
bring
it down to a 5.
Okay.
15 or better. 16.
16.
That was worth the points.
Yes. So you feel burning on your tongue, but it does not disappear from your mouth.
Good.
But you
I-
felt him do something.
Glare at him. Guys,
None
we
of-
need to get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit.
None of the rest of you have anything to say for yourselves.
Hey, I just followed the trail. There was a hag. We fought the hag.
Social interaction.
That's kind of
roll.
what we do. Kind of what we do.
See if you can convince him that you are telling the truth.
No, that was just a 10.
Okay. He scoffs slightly. Juan? Are you still just remaining quiet?
Yeah, I think he's going to look at Death for a second, see, kind of vibe check them.
He is just kind of standing there as his suit is beginning to mend itself. Head tilted, watching. Go ahead and, I guess, give me a reading people check to see if you can get an idea of anything, any type of vibe this guy is giving off.
7.
Yeah, you have no idea. He's just watching you.
Mr. Sadman, Mr. Man, if I may, I don't know what you expect us to do. They just came along. It was not my intention to be here tonight or ever. if you do not believe that this is pure coincidence, you can ask the dog. The dog is too stupid to lie.
Most would be too stupid to lie in my presence. And he looks briefly at Vrack.
I snap my teeth at him.
Such vile creatures, champions. All of you.
Fucking hate fairies. Have I mentioned that? Like looking directly at Thorn.
I just a moment of like, wait, that was directed at me, but I'm going to ignore that comment for now, and be like, so there, you've met the others?
I've met them all. Approach.
Okay, and I will step forward on my own accord.
Okay. His hand once more reaches forward, and do you attempt to dodge him making contact with your head?
I can tell you right now, no, I don't. No. I am trading speed defensive tasks, but I don't think I could. You know what? Screw it. I'm very curious to see. I will put effort onto it, so.
How much effort?
I will put 2 levels
Okay.
on my speed defensive tasks.
Okay. As you are not
That was-
currently bound by sand, that brings it down to a 5.
Okay, I rolled a 10, so no, I didn't.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you jerk back, attempting to dodge the hand, you seemingly dodge into it as 2 fingers rest against your forehead. And much like what Vrack had just experienced, you find yourself trapped in your memories, cycling back. The mound or geyser of sand that you had been so fascinated with, the fight, the nightmare, the room with the mirror, the town, Castle White, the fight with the hag, all the way back to your choosing as a champion, through your visits with your aunts, your loneliness at school, parents that don't understand, and that day in a park where you had seemingly followed a cute little squirrel falling through a reflection. That tingling moment of your first transportation. Unlike the cold chill that Vrack had felt, because you had always been a willing passenger through to the fairy tale world, because it had been a second home to you. What you sometimes felt was your real home. You are instead left with the warm comfort of sanctuary. I would also like you to make an intellect roll for me, please, because Amanda knows what is possible to be revealed at the moment.
Is this a defensive task or just a straight intellect?
I will leave that up to you.
I am trained in intellect defense tasks, and I will put some more effort into that, and I still have points I can throw in.
Okay.
So I will throw in 2 levels of effort into that.
Okay.
Oh, what was it? What was it? That was an 11.
11. Okay. The memories seem odd, almost. Like, when you caught your reflection, it was different somehow than the white hair and pointed ears that you expect of Fairy Tale Land. Glimpses of something else, something other there that you were never quite able to catch. Confused and almost stealthy, hidden looks from your aunts that you never really noticed as a kid. Your form does not change as his hand comes away from you. The Sandman sneers slightly at death that seems to almost be now hovering behind you, Juan, before looking over his shoulder. I believe they call you Fluffy. Approach.
Is he talking to Juan or to Fluffy?
Fluffy.
Fluffy, this guy sucks. Bite him in the ass.
Fluffy's gonna still have the flute in his mouth. And just look at Salmon and go, "What?"
Come.
And he heeds the command.
It looks like he's reaching to pet your ears. Are you going to let him?
Oh, immediately.
Okay.
What pets there are, Senior Fluffington's head would not be too far away.
Much like the others, your vision and memories pass through all of your adventures with them. The fights, the moments, playing with your family, seeing Mama cry alone in her bedroom, being carried through a mirror at one point in years ago, days ago, you're not sure. Time is odd to you. And this time you feel something almost like a blanket drift over you. Warmth and then cold as Senor Fluffington actually experiences the merger with Juan. An interesting choice for one of the others. His hand comes away from your head. It did not pet your ears, I'm sorry.
What, no pets?
You may also go back to your normal character sheet. You are also the size of a normal beast mode Senor Fluffington. So not quite like giant wolf size, but back to kind of normal dire wolf sized.
Yeah. Oh, he says that out loud, by the way. What? No pets?
He's ignoring you again.
Oh, now we've really got to kick this guy's ass. He won't even give the dog the pets. And Vrack has this entire time still been struggling to try and like free their feet. I'm sure fruitlessly because they're not very strong.
You can
They're
make
not
another.
gonna stop.
You can make another escape check if you'd like.
Speed or might?
Might.
All right, let's give that a go. I'm not very good at that. 13. Just a little angry goblin clawing ineffectually at sand.
And his gaze will finally turn back towards you, Juan, and then to the figure that seems to loom behind you. Do you approach, Or do you force your patron to wage war for you?
I'm not a fan of that term, but I have nothing to hide, I think. I approach willingly.
As he reaches for your head, you feel something cold wrap over your skull. Bony, almost icy in touch, as the gloved hand of your patron wraps over your head, protecting you from his hand. Does he wage war for you on his own?
To be quite honest, I don't remember most of anything lately. This is not my choice. So if you want to get angry at him, please leave me out of it.
Are you going to attempt to convince Death to allow this to happen, or are you just attempting to convince the Sandmen that it's not your fault?
¿Por qué no los dos? Oh yeah, I said 4K at normals. That's right. Do not speak Spanish at all.
Thank you, captions. As always.
It's like one of the most common or popular phrases in Spanish as well.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm kind of in the danger zone right now.
Yeah, you are between.
taking power
They
at
are
each
right
other.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of taking all of it. So I guess I'm gonna try to stop. I'm trying to stop whatever the fuck is about to happen, unless it's homoerotic, but it isn't. So, you know, I'm just trying to convince them to stop.
So what are you doing to try and convince your patron to let you go so that he can access your memories?
I think I'm going to turn around in his hand unless he's like gripping.
No, it's just so
Okay.
you're like mess your hair up as you turn around.
Just to confirm, mind and soul are separate, yes?
You're asking this of your patron?
Yes.
Interesting.
Intellect roll to get a response.
Okay, awesome. So happy that this is happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put. You said I'm a tier 2 technically.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put 2 levels of effort into this then,
Okay.
which is. 5, 4, yeah.
I was wondering why one seemed so much weaker than the other characters.
Natural 1.
What amazing timing.
You
Love that.
again still can't really focus on his face. It's as if there is nothing there, but you know that there is a wide smile, almost possessive. His fingers grip your head a little bit harder and turn you back around. Another hand comes up and grips at your shoulder, sort of like if you've ever seen like a friend come over and do that like arm over your shoulder looking really really bitchily at someone else for you, sort of like haha this is mine. You get that general vibe from him as he just stares down the Sandman with you.
I just want to be so clear right now. A different version of me accepted this deal. I don't remember it. just letting you know.
Okay.
On the bright side, this is out of character. On the bright side, can't really die, so I'm just gonna suffer a lot.
Cool, cool.
So with that natural one,
Yep, there it is.
the Sandman sneers as all of the golden sands around you erupt into a sandstorm contained within the room. All three of the other characters are lifted into the air, contained within glowing, almost bubbles of sand, like a glittery version of Glinda's bubble from Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
And Juan, you are thrown back into the depths of the storm as the two figures clash at each other again.
Great.
What are you guys doing?
Ooh. So we're lifted into the air, right? And like floating inside these bubbles as we
Yeah.
tumble around.
You can stand within the bubble if you so choose. You are protected from what seems to be the sandstorm and the clashing powers within the bubbles. It is difficult to discern everything going on outside of it because of the haze of the sandstorm, but unfortunately that Nat 1 does initiate combat between the two godly powers within the room.
Oh no.
Am I to assume that Juan is taking a part in this combat as well?
If you would like, you are, however, not protected in a bubble because
Right.
Death had been holding you away from his powers.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
the three that were submitted to having their memories searched are currently being protected from the battle by the Sandman. You are not.
In Juan's defense, he was with it.
Yeah.
I think he's going to. This is really stupid, but in theory, his logic is probably can't die, and he's gonna suffer either way. So might as well be a fucking asshole about it. He's going to attempt to intervene.
Between the two godly figures.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone roll for initiative.
The forehead rub was.
Good.
Everyone roll for initiative. Yep.
Oh no! What did you do? I rolled a 2.
Okay.
9.
8. Oh,
How am I
8
going
for
first?
Juan. And then 7 for Senor Fluffington.
We used all our good rolls last game.
I have one good day in per campaign.
Yep.
Apparently. So we have 9, 8, 7, and 2. And then obviously, well above you guys are the fighters. Round 1. Start. So as they are just clashing against you, and Vrak, you can see within the shadows these lashing, dark, you're not sure if they are tentacles or shadows, just flying through the sand. Where they are coming from, you do not know. One does bash against the bubble that you are in, and you can hear the rattling of bones, but it does not hit you. You are also currently protected from the sandstorm. What are you doing?
Vrak was like snarling and clawing at the sand around their ankles, and then are like lifted ass over tea kettle as this thing floats them up out of the storm. They'll fall down to the bottom of the bubble and look out, see all this chaos happening out there, and then be like, Okay, no. Shit's fucked. If this is the Sandman, then we gotta be dreaming, so... And they just slap themselves across the face, and like, wake up!
So you're attempting to wake up.
Yes.
Oh,
Difficulty 7 intellect task.
Ooh.
You will take yourself out of this fight and out of the scene if you succeed. I'm letting you know that as the player.
Yeah. I don't want to succeed, and I only rolled a 10.
Okay.
So I don't wake up yet.
All right, so that is your action, and you do not have the ability to move the bubble, so your move is negated for this round. Juan, you are currently in the sandstorm. At the top of your turn, you take 3 points of might damage,
okay. Good thing I have a longbows.
which actually... Just a moment, guys. I am going to try and level up Juan for you really quick.
Oh, it's okay.
Cipher system.
It may be relevant shortly.
Yeah.
That does mean I get a new focus ability as well.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give you basically the choice of adding the character points where you want them. You already claimed the effort as one of your...
I'm actually just gonna take the second level of effort as my last advancement because I have already 3 of those advancements
Okay.
marked. So that
there is-
boosts me up.
There we go.
Ooh.
So let's see. Here's
I can
one.
change that here. Also, crystal
Okay.
sword too.
So your bump. So XP to advance, we are getting extra effort, and you gain control to change. So on any night you wish, you can change. Transformations you make using the power are in addition to the 5 nights that you would normally have. You can choose 4 additional abilities. I'm going to negate a couple that are probably not relevant to the current fight. Let's give you quick recovery. So your second recovery roll, usually requiring 10 minutes, is
Relevant?
only a single action.
Okay.
Would you like skill with defense, choosing a defense task that you're not already trained in and becoming trained in it? Okay.
100%. Yes.
So that's 2.
You.
You can... Because this is probably going to be helpful, let's also give you Calm Stranger. You can cause one intelligent creature to remain calm as you speak. The creature doesn't need to speak your language, but it must be able to see you. It
Useful.
remains calm as long as you focus all of your attention on it and it is not attacked or otherwise threatened. So if you can get them to stop, you can attempt to roll to calm creature, and it would be a roll.
Awesome. Yeah.
In addition to the normal options for using effort, you can choose to use effort to calm additional creatures allied with your initial target, 1 additional creature per level of effort. There is no one currently allied with him. And for your 4th, let's give you Wreck. Using 2 hands, you are able to do a powerful swing. If this is an attack, you take a -1 to the roll, but you inflict 3 additional damage.
Okay. Wreck is not going to be useful for me right now, but the other 3 are.
Yeah.
That
Well,
gives me.
if
that gives
if you
me
decide that you want to fight,
fair, I wouldn't win that fight. I
Yeah.
don't think I have enough points in anything to be able to hit them.
yeah. So
Okay. Cool. Okay. So, I am going to do something very stupid.
what defense did you take training in?
Oh. Let's go with might.
Might defense. Okay.
We love a stupid move.
Okay. And Might, defense. Trained. Save. Alright, so I've got your character sheet pulled up for if you don't remember how any of those are written.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need it because I can't modify Juan's character sheet.
Okay.
I
So,
can't add it to it.
yeah. So, you have the points from traveling through the sandstorm unprotected. You
Right,
are probably a short distance from them, simply because it takes more to get through the sand that is currently raging than it would normally take to get across the room.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna book it
Okay.
right
Where to?
towards the fighting. Just like I wanna get I wanna get like Ash between
Amazing.
Mewtwo and you in the Pokemon movie and just get right in the middle of those bitches.
Amazing.
Are you acting in the same turn and as such needing to roll for movement to be able to do so?
I plan to action, yes.
Okay, so please make a movement check, difficulty 4.
17.
17. All right, you got there. To kind of display what is happening now that you are close and in between them, around them is kind of a cyclone of this sandstorm, and you are seeing lashes of death's power just laying on this on the Sandman like multiple whips from all directions. The Sandman is struggling to control the Piper, still within a bubble of sand near him, while also blasting what seems to be golden chains at Death. And that is the moment that you kind of skid between them.
All right. Here's the stupid move.
Amazing.
I am going to try to use the Sand Palace's power to magnify my voice to get through all the sounds that's happening real quick.
Auto fail. The Sandman cut off you guys' ability to manipulate the dreams around you when he entered the room. If you remember everything getting turned off.
I'm still screaming.
Okay.
That was part of the action anyway. I was gonna be vocal about it. Since I have the calm ability thing, I'm gonna spend a level if we're to try to do that.
It would potentially work only for the duration of this round until the top, because one of them will be fighting, because you can only control or calm one if you succeed. Because once they are attacked, they are no longer calmed.
Right.
So who are you going to attempt to calm?
Well, doesn't it say that I can add an additional?
They have to be allies of each other.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
The full description
Oh.
is where is it? Calm stranger. You can choose to use effort to calm additional creatures allied with your initial target. So if they were not fighting each other, if they were fighting together against something else, then you would be able to apply it to both, but unfortunately you can only target one at the moment. Effort would just make it easier to succeed.
You know what? I feel like using a mental power is going to be really stupid to do it against a mental god, so I'm going to do it on Death.
Okay.
And hope, beyond hope. Actually, hold on.
Do you have any
Well,
reserves?
I do. I have points. Yes. I'm actually. I just remembered something. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do it on death, and I have to. I'm gonna put 2 levels of effort into this.
Okay. For you, Death is a level 8 creature
Yeah.
because he is your patron and you are connected directly to him. So instead of being a tier 10,
Right.
anything that he would do to others is 2 levels eased for you. So 8 plus, or 8 minus how many levels of effort are you applying? 2, okay. So that brings
Also-
it down to a 6.
I'm assuming that I don't have the magical benefits the Senior Fluffington has at this moment, right?
Which magical benefits?
Well, because Senior Fluffington is trained in like magic and stuff.
No, you do not have Senior Fluffington's
I
training.
just wanted
Yeah.
to confirm.
Yeah.
Because in a weird way, that's technically because of one character, but they're not the same person.
They
right
are not
now,
the
so
same
it's
person.
A really weird situation.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Juan has gotten used to using Senior Fluffington's abilities too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So I have to beat a what?
6 or better.
16?
So that's
Oh,
18 or better.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And just to confirm, because I haven't used any since we entered the dream world. Their ciphers are separate?
Yes,
Question
they
mark?
are.
Fantastic. So I can just waste this. Okay, I'm gonna roll that too.
Okay.
All right. So that was an 11. I'm
So
gonna save the last one for
Yeah.
later.
I believe Juan should only have 2 ciphers.
Yeah.
So you used 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saving the other one for the inevitable time where I need to roll to not die.
Okay. Sounds fun. Yeah. So, as you attempt to reach out to your patron and call him to stop, you just get this sense of amusement that trickles down your spine like ice water before a tendril of darkness that feels like sitting next to a fire. It's not hot, but it's warm, like you are near something that could burn, as it wraps around you, preparing to throw you back out into the sand.
Okay.
Bringing us to Fluffy. Fluffy is in a bubble.
Fuck.
Fluffy also had to open his mouth to talk, so the pipe is not in Fluffy's mouth. It is somewhere on the ground below. But yes,
Oh,
so
it's
there's it's somewhere on the ground below you. It is not in the bubble with you. You are in a bubble. There's a sandstorm all around you. You are back to Fluffy size, which I'm not sure if he's intelligent enough to realize there's a difference. And you can't easily see the others.
That's okay, because Juan and Fluffy are still connected psychically because of Juan's ability.
Mm-hmm.
And Fluffy may not be smart enough to understand that this is a good idea, but he is stupid enough to see all of this happening and still be focusing on the fact that he wants Stick.
Yeah.
And right now, Mama is not around, and neither is Pedro. The only family member is Juan. So he's gonna use that connection to go, Papa, Stick.
Okay.
And therefore draw attention to what? To the fact that the flute is on the floor.
Okay.
He is going to attempt to break out.
Okay. How are you attempting to break out?
I am magic.
You are
Okay.
trying to use magic?
Yes.
How?
No, I'm gonna just physically try to dig through the.
Okay. In that case, give me either an attack roll or a
A
might
little
roll.
dog just like Just working your little paws.
11.
11. Don't quite man it. Ah, fuck. Can I get a mod to ban that person? Thank you. With that, unfortunately, you don't seem to make much of a dent in the sparkling gold sand that encases you within a floating bubble.
Right.
Bringing us to Thorn. You are in a bubble, floating in the air, and you see lashes of power. You have not changed forms, but you can return to your other character sheet.
I can return.
Yeah, I forgot to say that earlier.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that applied to me when you were like, "Yeah, you don't change form." I was like, "Oh, okay, guess I'm on the same one."
Yep. Sorry.
I am very. Can we move in? Like, I know we can like move around the bubble, but can we physically like move the bubble in a direction, or is that
You can spend a turn
Magic.
trying, but it does not look like it would be easy.
okay? I want to at least try, but the entire time I am kind of like watching below and just kind of going, "Yeah, get his ass!" Not you have no idea who I'm rooting for because I'm just like,
You're just cheering on the fight. Okay.
yeah. But I am going to like actually try to move like,
The bubble.
yeah.
So, are you attempting to do this through sheer power of will, or are you trying to hamster ball your way through the air?
Hamster ball my way through the air.
All right, in that case, give me a might check.
Yes. Okay. I don't really have anything that helps necessarily with that, but that was only a 4. So
Okay.
you just kind of just see me trying to scamper around and
Yeah, so you're like trying to walk, and it's sort of like trying to walk up a curved surface, and you try to push it a little bit to get it to move, and it's mostly like you are trying to crawl up a curving wall. So that brings us back around to the fighters. Juan, you have a difficulty 8 to resist getting flung back out into the sand, which is already reduced by the fact that it's your patron. It, I will allow it to be a speed defense, despite the fact that the tentacle is kind of all already around you, since that was mostly narrative. So you have, I'm
well,
assuming,
if it's-
training.
Yeah, I actually am trained in my defense tests just now. So that would bring it down by 1 anyway.
Yeah, so that brings it down to a 7.
I put 2 more levels of effort into that. Bitch.
Okay, so that brings it down to a 5. 15 or better.
Man, math is hard, especially
Yeah.
when
It's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible to, like, hold strong, essentially.
16.
16 is better than a
That is higher
15.
than 15.
So, the tentacle goes to fling you, and as it, like, does pick you up, as if to throw you, you just hold on because it is somehow tangible enough to where you're clinging into it, and you feel like this strange, like, gritty sensation, almost like you're gripping around bones within the shadows. And it's
Hell yeah.
sort of like, it's not painfully burning, but at this point it is like it is burning your fingers.
Okay.
But it goes to fling you, and you are thrown in the air, clutch on, and then smacked hard against the Sandman as the same tentacle then goes to lash out at the Sandman.
Amazing. So is it my turn next?
Not yet.
Oh fuck.
The Sandman also is attempting to blast out at the form of death. You do not know how that is affecting death or how injuries might be happening to the Sandman. I would, however, like a group roll for the Sandman's concentration on the encasing of the Piper.
14.
17.
Think
2 successes versus a failure.
Yeah.
So the Piper does not escape. While being flung around, you do see the pipe kind of sticking up like stick jutted into the sand, just kind of on the exterior of the fighting area, which is moving around. And since you are clinging to one of the tendrils now, being flung around in the air, sort of like a cat toy, you can see that you guys are moving away from it because they are moving as they fight.
okay.
Gotcha.
But it does come to Vrak before it gets to your turn.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just excited.
Yeah.
Can I? Do you want to go first? Because we can shift around in the movement
Yeah,
order.
you guys are like right up against each other in order, so
Yeah.
No,
it's up
if
to you
have
guys.
something to do, go for it.
I'd rather respond to whatever you're doing.
Okay. Evie, 2 questions then.
Yeah.
1. Do I remember? What does the flute do again?
The flute was helping the Piper to control shadow and had a variety of other effects that the Piper could use it for. Because it depended on the tune that he was playing, essentially.
Okay. Oh man, both of these options are so stupid. Okay. I'm going to try to use the momentum of this fucking tentacle to throw myself at the flute.
Okay, give me a speed check because that is a reflexes thing.
Because the alternative was trying to hold on to the Sandman once I was smacked into him. And I feel like that's a really fast way to test whether I die or not. You said this is speed?
Yes, because it is a reflexes thing on being able to time getting thrown in the correct direction.
Okay. I'm going to put 2 levels of effort into that.
Sounds good.
18.
18. Okay. So
Nice.
as the kind of tentacle of darkness and death comes away from smacking across the shoulder of the Sandman, you catch sight of the flute and you're just like, oh, and just go skidding face first into the sand. I would also like a might defense because you have been thrown very hard into the sand. You are back 11? You are back in the sandstorm, so you will automatically take another 2 points of damage from the sandstorm. And with the 11, it is painful but not damaging, as you are thrown quite literally face first into the hard sands below.
Okay. Did I make it to the flute?
Yes, you did. With that roll, you did.
Okay. And just to confirm, that's my whole turn.
You can, like, that's essentially kind of a movement thing, so you could potentially pick it up.
Okay. I'll pick it up then.
It's slimy. And kind of
Oh,
crusty, because
That's
it's
gonna
been in
make
the sun.
That's gonna make my next turn very, very gross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's slimy and a little crusty because dog drool plus sand.
Ooh, that's fair.
Yeah. You were the one that chose to make Fluffington just kind of chewing on it.
I don't know.
So, Vrek, you can vaguely see the form of Juan on one of these tentacles, just being flung around and then thrown onto the ground. You can't quite discern through the sandstorm itself what he is doing or that it was on purpose.
Of course.
Gotcha. I don't see a way out of this bubble. So Vrak is going to fall back on just being loud, and they are going to fill their little goblin lungs and strum on their guitar, and then really loudly start singing, like, "Hey, if we want to get out of this asshole's realm, you gotta wake up! Wake up! Wake yourself up and get the fuck out of here!"
So you are
And they continue that.
attempting to assist yourself and the others in the task of waking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll. And if it
Performance
is...
count on this.
Yes, it does. And if your
Awesome.
performance roll is high enough, then I will say that you and the others have an asset to wake up.
Awesome. I'm gonna burn some effort on this. 'Cause
Okay.
this could help us all.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's a 7.
Okay. So it retains its high difficulty to wake up on your own.
Yeah.
All right. We have Fluffy, who is
Oh,
still...
wait a minute. I can use a reroll.
Oh, if you would like to.
I have a reroll. Let's try that again.
Okay.
Oh, worth it. 17.
Perfect. So yeah, everyone has an asset to attempt to force themselves to wake up via lucid dreaming. Fluffy, you can hear Vrak shouting / singing about "Wake up! Wake up!" You can also vaguely see the lashing darkness, and Papa is kind of down where you were and holding what seems to be a stick. But it's kind of hazy and hard to see him because of the sandstorm.
I don't think he understands what the fuck is going on, just in general.
Yeah.
And also the specifics of, like, waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he vaguely knows that dreams are a thing. Like, sometimes he goes to sleep and then is somewhere else for a bit. I think he's just gonna keep trying to dig.
Okay. Give me a might check.
Especially if he sees Papa with the stick.
Okay. Give me a might check. See if you can break through.
18.
18. So as you are digging, the bubble almost rips, and you find yourself falling through the air. Please give me a reflex / speed check to see how you land.
17.
Easily. So you are on all fours. You can attempt a movement check to reach him. Because you're probably about 10-15 feet away, but the sandstorm does make it difficult to move. So moving anywhere in the room, essentially, is the equivalent of moving a short distance.
Yeah, I think he will. He will try to move towards Papa.
Okay, give me a speed check.
19.
Easily, you get there, and
Amazing.
Papa is holding the slimy, sandy stick, and you are there with him.
I'm so ready.
Yep. Thorn, you are also within the bubble. You hear Vrak. You see the lashing of powers. You are not sure what is happening within the eye of the cyclone that is this sandstorm. Exactly.
I was muted.
But you are so right. In the eye of the cyclone, there is indeed death, but also the Sandman.
Accurate.
Yeah.
So accurate.
But yes,
I've been
so
listening to Hamilton.
I was just like, I was going along with it. I was like, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
know?
you are so right.
Right.
In the eye of the cyclone, there is death.
Slay.
Go for it, man. Yeah. But yes, so Thorn, you are within a bubble, kind of shaggy. You can vaguely see the shapes of the others, and that Juan just got quite literally thrown to the ground by one of the dark tendrils. And somehow Fluffy has made it out, because you did see Fluffy drop and push through the sandstorm to Juan.
Mm-hmm. Can I see that one has the flutes?
No.
Okay. Can I hear Vrax playing?
Yes, you can. And what Vrak is saying.
Okay.
Vrak is very loud.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to wake up since I can't seem to go very far.
Okay, so
in the
that
bubble.
eases it from a 7 to a 6. Are you going to apply any effort?
This is might or speed?
Intellect.
Oh, intellect. Oh yeah, no. On my other character sheet, I do have enough intellect to do that. So I'll go ahead and put 2 levels of effort on that and make it a little easier.
Okay, so that brings it down to a 4 or 12 or better.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to use that dice because that dice tends to roll low. Not 20.
So, as you focus, hearing what Vrak has said, and processing this is indeed a dream, you try something that none of you had tried prior to this fight. You go, I have to wake up. And you close your eyes and you try really, really hard. And the bubble around you pops, and you see for a moment the clarity of all of the sand around you still. The shadows are lashing like whips against the Sandman as the Sandman just blasts from all angles golden sands of time and lashes of golden chains against death. Standing on the ground, holding the crusty, slimy, sandy pipe, is Juan, directly next to Senor Fluffington, and held in a bubble, maybe 15 feet from you, is Vrak, frozen in time, playing. And then it all disappears. And you wake up in a cold, dark room in a castle with the concerned face of the mirror staring at you. There are golden, glittery lights all over the room, as if sand had come through with you. With your major effect, you can choose to either aid 2 other characters in waking up, or aid 1 other character in waking up by 2.
Ooh. I will. Like I'll split it between everyone in the party, or at least 2 characters, probably Juan and Vrak.
So Juan and
Yeah,
Vrak?
do Juan and Fluffy count as one person?
No, they do not.
Wonderful. Oh,
I didn't think so.
I imagine Fluffy just is like he's thriving in the world. Honestly, he's thriving in Dream World. So
Okay.
yeah.
So each of you have an asset to attempt to wake. So instead of it being a 6 on your next attempt, it would be a difficulty 5. But you do find yourself alone, or not really alone, but awake in the room with the mirror, seemingly golden sand glittering around you. It does begin to fade and does not land on the ground, though. That does bring us back around to the fighters. Because you are not attempting to interfere, you cannot see what is happening between them. Because there is enough of a sand wall now from the speed of their movements that who knows if either has the upper hand. I would like another roll from everyone to determine if the Piper is beginning to escape. What'd you roll? 4?
16.
16? Amanda?
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
that.
so sorry.
Yeah, this isn't like something that your character is doing. So this is just you guys
It's just
doing a
luck.
group roll for luck.
Oh. It's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oops.
All right. There is not too far from you, Juan and Fluffy, the snarl of frustration from the Sandman and a blast of more sand almost directly next to you. Vrak and Juan and Fluffy, in whatever order you guys choose.
Do you want to go first? Because I don't think Vrak's going to leave. Vrak's not going to stop singing until everyone disappears, I think.
I know what my characters are doing, and
Okay.
I promise
Excellent.
that had nothing to do with the fact that that was a failure.
Okay.
Because Juan is a smart character.
Mm-hmm.
This is also his dog.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to give Senor Fluffington the command to go essentially hold the prisoner.
You make an intellect check to see if you can tell that that is what happened. Because as a player, you do know.
This was a decision that I was
Oh,
going to do
okay.
regardless.
Okay, okay.
Because he's doing that because he's about to blow on the flute.
Ah, okay, okay,
And he
yeah.
knows that that's going to break that has a chance of breaking their hold, essentially.
Okay, so, we'll
I
call...
was legitimately
yeah,
already thinking that.
Okay, so we'll call speech a free action, so that does not take up one's action. So if you would like to have Fluffy act.
Fluffy is going to act first.
Okay.
The idea here is that he's going to hold on to this person. And Fluffy has the only real way that he knows how to hold things with his mouth. So he's probably going to try to hold on to something.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be like an arm. He goes for feet. He's short. So even though he's
Normally short, yeah.
well, in his mind, he's
Yeah.
still going for feet.
Ankle
So
biter,
he's
okay.
going to try to hold on to this individual's feet.
Okay, so he is going to jump through the sand to try and find the prisoner and aim for the feet. Okay. So give me a movement check first to essentially get anywhere.
That was a 9.
All right. So Fluffy is...
I have rerolls. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. Fluffy has his own rerolls.
He has his own rerolls. He's got 3 of these.
Yes. Adept, man.
17.
17. Okay, so easily, Fluffy just forces his way through the sand and into the cyclone. And as you are aiming toward where you think the undulating prisoner bubble of sand would be, you instead come out of the sand. Please give Fluffy 2 points from the sandstorm as well. Sorry.
So 1 point.
You come face to face with the, like, blister and boil encrusted form of the Piper who has escaped and was beelining straight towards Juan. So he is right there as you come through.
Perfect. I'm coming for those ankles then.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Reroll! That was worse. You know what? Fuck it. Final reroll. Yeah, 11.
11. Unfortunately, as he sees you and Big Wolf, his response is to jump into the air and begin flying, and you just right between his legs, because it's just like you're going low anyway, and he just goes over you as you kind of faceplant skid through the sand between the feet of these two other monsters that are fighting.
100% of blood in the air.
Yeah. Juan, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna use my movement to just kind of the flute before just and then just blowing it.
Have you ever played flute before?
Nope. I'm trying to look. This is not a I'm gonna make music. This is I'm going to make the most obnoxious fucking sound known to man and God at this particular moment.
Okay. Please make a performance check.
I am going to put 2 levels of effort into this.
Go right ahead.
18.
So you do make a noise. You do manage to position your lips in the correct fashion to play a flute, because playing a flute is not an easy thing to do. You've got to position your the flute and your lips in a very specific way to get the wind into the flute to make it work properly. As someone who has tried to play a wooden flute before.
Oh yeah, they're not super easy.
I actually know how to play the recorder, so I do know a little bit about wind instruments.
Okay.
Picked it up when I was a very young lad.
Yeah, it's not a reed wind instrument, so flutes are weird. But you do manage to succeed in making a large blasting high-pitched tone from the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like you to was that a 17 or a 19?
18.
18. Okay. I would also like you to roll a d6 for me.
A D6?
Yes.
Just like the mirror. Hell yeah.
5. Okay. As you...
Oh, right. I forgot this is a magic item.
It is. It is a very powerful magic item. As you blast a loud, large note from this, now roll the d6 again. 1 and 2 is Vrak. 3 and 4 is Death. 5 and 6 is the Sandman. All right,
Hell
so
yeah.
please roll against the Sandman's DC.
Natural 1.
So as you feel something almost radiating through your body from this pipe, you also feel this strange illness, this sense of sickness in your stomach, as what would have gone against the Sandman instead is kind of reflected back at you with a natural 1. So you are currently hindered on your rolls.
Oh, great.
Yeah, from illness. Vrak, you just heard a very loud,
Honk.
not really honk, it's like, have you ever had someone blast a high-pitched note from a flute in your presence before?
Oh yeah, no, it's
that
not great.
high kind of reedy, whistly pipe sound. Yeah, that. Just echoing through the entire chamber.
I'm sure too it's like ever so slightly flat or sharp, and Vrak's musical ear
Sharp.
is just like, oh,
Very
no.
sharp.
No.
Yeah.
They flinch.
Yeah.
Do I see the Pied Piper flying away?
No, you can see a flying figure begin to make its way through the sandstorm towards Juan, though.
Gotcha.
So there is some sort of figure that looks vaguely familiar but is hazy from the sandstorm that is flying. And it is not the larger figures that are fighting.
Take a harder look at it, because I want to know if Thorn has popped out of here yet.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me an observation check to see if
on
you
it.
can get, a perception check to see if you can get details.
14.
All right, Thorn's bubble is gone. Thorn is nowhere in sight. There's just kind of the blur of the two larger figures fighting. Fluffy is about to be re-encased by the sandstorm as it moves with them. There is a smaller figure that looks very familiar, that is trying to fight its way through the sandstorm directly towards Juan. And Juan is just
Gotcha.
standing there with the pipe to his lips.
Right. I'm gonna switch over to try and help out Juan. So Vrak's gonna continue singing, but now they're gonna like deepen the notes and make the tempo a lot faster and more aggressive, as they're going to try and inspire aggression
And Juan, okay.
in Juan. I need to roll for that. I just need to spend the point. Yep. 2 intellect. I'm running low, but I can still do that one.
Okay.
So you now have advantage on might rolls for the next, or 1 asset on might rolls for 1 minute.
Okay. So
Sure.
as it comes back around, because Thorn is unfortunately removed from the fight, the fighters do continue to go after each other, but as Death and the Sandman do continue lashing out at each other, the sandstorm around you gets harsher as the Sandman attempts to send some of his concentration to attempt to recapture the Piper, but he is currently in a battle and having to exert a lot of effort because Death is incredibly powerful. So I would like everyone to make a group roll to see if the Sandman is able to recapture the Piper while distracted.
16.
16, and what was that? 6. Amanda?
Oh, that was a 9 from me.
A 9, a 6, and a 16. The sand does attempt to crush around the Piper, but is not able to basically get a good enough grip. Vrakwan and Fluffy, it does come back to you.
Pick his ass.
Can Juan tell that the disease guy is free? And moving
Yes,
around?
he is coming directly towards you. You see the figure of him moving through the sandstorm about 15 feet in the air towards you.
Oh, awesome! He's gonna try to wake up then.
Okay.
Um,
So you are eased, no longer by Vrak's song, so that brings it still only to a difficulty 6 instead of a difficulty 5. So 18 or better, unless you apply intellect effort.
I can't apply any effort. But I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Another nat 20 to wake up. That's the second
Hell
nat 20 to
yes.
wake up. So
Hell yes, we want to get out of this dream realm.
So as you see him coming towards you, and you're there holding the pipe to your lips, and you see him coming towards you, you're just like, oh, okay, I gotta go. And you concentrate and you focus, and much like when Thorn had disappeared, it seems like time stops for just that split second. The sand around you is frozen in the air. You see the panicked look on the teen boy with scars and boils down his face, in the air, frozen, staring at you, seeming to move very, very slowly. Same thing with the figure of Death and the figure of the Sandman. In that split second, Death looks at you instead. His face turns towards you. You disappear.
Yeah.
You disappear. Death disappears.
Perfect.
the pipe goes with you.
Yes.
You wake up in Fluffy's body in the real world. Golden sand seeming to hover in the air yet again before fading from existence around you. It is dark, and you feel kind of the aches of the fight almost, just
Yeah.
kind of lingering, perhaps subconsciously. The mirror is staring at you and Thorn. In the meantime, Thorn, it's only been a couple of seconds. Have you gotten up, or are you just kind of sitting there in shock?
I am sitting there in shock and basically kind of doing that thing where when you wake up from a dream and you're just kind of like, what? Where am I?
Yeah.
What am I? In my body? Was that real? No, that wasn't real, was it? And that moment where your brain is like trying to catch up with everything that just happened before it catches on. So yeah, I'm still just kind of laying there, just being like, "Wait, what the fuck was that? That just happened."
Okay. With the natural 20, you do have 2 eases to give out to other characters that remain. Do you give them both to Vrack? Do you give them both to Senior Fluffington? Or do you split it between the 2 of them?
I was curious about that. Yeah. I am gonna give them both to Senior Fluffington.
Yeah, bring Fluffy out of the dream.
Okay.
Make sure both parts of
Because-
you are out.
Yeah, because one,
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen if actual harm comes to Senior Fluffington in the dream world,
Mm-hmm.
because I am technically still in his body.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, he's an idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
So-
They
understand.
can figure
Wake
shit out
up.
on their own.
Yeah. So do you come to groggily? Do you like sit up really quickly from like wake up and you are awake from a dead sleep? How are you waking up?
He wakes up like he woke up from the worst nightmare of his life.
Okay, so Thorn, you do see Juan like jerk up to a sitting position and like, or slash Fluffy, it's Fluffy's body, to a sitting position. In one of his hands is a very familiar flute. You have pulled the flute from the dream realm into reality with you when you disappeared.
Kind of rubbing my eyes a little bit, like I don't believe what I'm seeing. I'm like, Fluffy, is that had the weirdest dream?
I think I just Freddy Kruegered the flute. I think that's as much time as I have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bringing us around to actual Fluffy and Frack.
Come on, Fluffy, get out of the dream.
Yeah, I feel like
Fluffy has 3 assets to leave, and I've got 1. That is
Fluffy
totally
has
cool.
2 assets to leave because 3 assets to leave
Right.
because the first one was given to Juan or Fluffy from.
the first one was given to Juan.
Oh, so
Ah,
Fluffy's
cool.
got
Fluffy just got
2,
it from-
One.
and
Yeah.
Vrack
I'm glad
has
you
1.
gave them both
Yeah.
then.
I feel like he's going to attempt to wake up. He doesn't understand that this is what he's doing, but Papa and Stick are not here, and and Fluffy wants to be where Papa and Stick are.
Okay.
So he's going to attempt to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to.
So that is a difficulty 5 currently,
Yes. I'm gonna put 2 levels of hurt into this.
bringing it down to a 3.
Yeah. So that's that. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
No! You burned
Better.
through all your rerolls.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Better than a 1 because you don't want to find out what happens if it's 1.
You're wrong. I want to find out what happens that I won. I just don't want to be the victim of it.
Oh no, specifically to Fluffy. Anyway, Vrack, it is your turn.
Vrack is staying behind until everyone else has left. So
Yeah.
I think they're gonna switch back to their like, Fluffy, wake the fuck up.
Okay.
Go find your master. Like, get out of
Okay.
here. Go on.
So the one of the large figures has disappeared from the center of the cyclone. You're not sure which one at this moment, but you can probably assume that it was Death because the sand is still active. Go ahead and give me another performance to see if you can provide an asset. Because otherwise it comes back to 7.
17.
17, all right. So it is still an asset, so that brings it to 6 for Fluffy and 5 for Vrack, if you guys do so in the next round. But that does also bring us around to the Sandman and the Piper. The bubble around you bursts in gold as the sandstorm coalesces and rewraps the Piper in this undulating, screaming ball of rage. And the Sandman looks around. Champions. Meddling fools. Please make a speed check for your landing, Vrack.
And do? 11.
So he has spent his turn essentially recapturing the Piper. Vrack and Fluffy, you are the 2 remaining. There is just this kind of undulating ball of golden sand directly above you, Fluffy, as it's being dragged back towards the Sandman.
I guess I'm going to try to escape again.
Okay.
Get out of here, Fluffy.
11.
11. Not good enough.
Ooh.
Vrack? Do you continue playing?
Yeah, I'm not leaving till Fluffy's leaving.
So standing in the middle of the room of sands is the tall figure of the Sandman, hovering the captured Piper in the air above you guys. Fluffy just concentrating really, really hard. And Vrack lands, sits back up. We gotta wake up! And just like, you guys are there, in the middle of the room, with just a little goblin, with the Sandman watching. Goblin going, we gotta wake up! We gotta wake up! Which is a hilarious visual in my mind, at least.
Oh, yeah. And a little confused dog. Just like, I imagine he's like concentrating so hard he's just shaking.
Yeah. He's not like Chihuahua sized. He is still the dire wolf version of Fairy Tale Fluffy. But yeah, just like concentrating really, really hard. The Sandman approaches you, Fluffy, and goes to flick you on the forehead. Do you attempt to dodge?
My eyes are closed. I don't see this happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm focusing.
I mean, you are a dog, so you would hear him approach. Are you going to open your eyes, or are you going to continue focusing?
I think I'm going to continue focusing because
Okay.
I don't think... I think Brack is being really loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it would make sense for the Sandman to not make sound when he's moving through his domain.
Okay.
So at least that's my headcanon for it.
Please make an intellect
the sound
defense
of
roll
shifting
against the
sand?
Sandman.
Intellect defense roll
Yes.
against what difficulty?
Against a difficulty 7.
Okay, so I can't beat that.
You don't have anything that you can apply as effort or anything from Fluffy?
No? Oh wait, yeah, I can put 1 level of effort into it.
You can put 1 level. That would only bring it to a 6 unless you have anything that would further help you. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so-
no, I have 1 singular intellect point.
Okay.
So
18 or better.
roll the 10.
All right. So Vrack, as you are standing there, like scream singing about escaping, the Sandman one hand holding the Piper in the air in this undulating golden sand trap. The other hand reaches forward as he bends down and just single finger flicks Fluffy directly in the forehead. Fluffy has failed his escape
Fucker.
roll. Fluffy
Don't
has
mess with the
also
dog, man.
failed his defense against the Sandman. So Fluffy does disappear. You do not wake up in your body. Fluffy, you find yourself trapped in what seems to be an hourglass on a shelf, looking out at a massive room. Vrack, you do not know that that happened to Fluffy. You just know that he is gone. Very similarly, the others have disappeared. What are you going to
Yep.
do?
I'm gonna wake up. I assume he tried hard enough. He woke up.
Okay. So
I'm
you
gonna
are
spend my last effort on this,
Okay.
and I've got one
so
asset.
so you've got an asset. You are also given an asset from Thorn, so that's dropped down to a 5, and then you are putting effort, which brings it down to a 4, so 12 or better.
Or better. That is a 13.
13. So with barely enough concentration, you like are continuing to play and you're trying really, really hard and you're focused and you're just like, Fluffy finally made it. Fluffy finally made it.
Yep.
And the sands around you blast into the air for just a moment, sort of like a geyser all around you. Time freezes as the Sandman is turning to look at you. And it's kind of this moment of you see in his eyes as you are about to disappear that it was not a benevolent get out of my realm.
And I'm like,
And then
Oh,
everything
shit.
around you disappears. And you find yourself waking up as a curled, tight ball of goblin, because you had not been in a good place when you fell asleep. Curled in a corner
No.
away from everyone else.
Rack does that thing where you like kind of half start awake as you like twitch yourself awake and just, Fluffy, Fluffy, hey, Fluffy, yo, and then like sit up and rub their eyes.
Juan, you do not feel Fluffy.
I think there's this slow turn to look at Brad, and he goes, "What? Nope, wrong exit. What happened in there?"
Oh, damn. It's kind of fading, but like I think the Sandman got. Fluffy's not here, is he?
Fluffy? Fluffy?
He's not
The
here.
Sandman, like, I don't know, did something to him. Like, I thought he woke up, but he's not here. Right?
Nope,
Ah,
he's gone.
fuck. Shit.
I'm gonna stand up and go over to the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Can you show me where my dog is?
The mirror's face goes slack for just a moment. And then he winces. And there's this kind of static, losing connection type of glitch across the mirror. It is not a smooth transition as before, as the mirror forces through some sort of barrier and looks into the realm of sleep. And you find yourself looking at a hourglass with a chihuahua inside. On a shelf in a room filled with thousands of other hourglasses. Slowly, another hourglass begins to appear next to him, with the figure of the piper inside.
With enough wherewithal not to punch the mirror, Juan is just gonna punch the wall right next to it, just full force. It hurts, like he's bleeding now. Cat. Um,
Yeah, Vrax screams really loudly, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And then also punches the wall, but much less hard. Because they got little tiny goblin fists.
With the injured hand or the good hand?
Good hand.
Okay.
Just
I
fuck up
could
both
just
my
imagine
hands.
be like, ah,
Great.
wait, hold
Ow.
on.
Yeah.
Uh,
As the vision fades,
yeah.
sands of sleep hovered about you while you were out. I'm so sorry. If I could have helped, I really would. That was very painful. Attempting to get you the vision that you had requested. You could potentially ask other questions that I might. I do not know what all I might be able to assist with, or what I might possibly know. That did not look good.
It is all right. I do not blame you. Even if you did have power, I would not blame you for not intervening. And you've already given me everything that I need. I think there's a new step in my list of objectives. I need to
Yeah,
get my
kick the
dog back.
Sandman's ass.
I don't know about that, but I definitely am going to get my dog back before. I fucking hate this world.
Yeah, it's basically the worst.
Evie, which character sheet do I use? Is it still the OG, or do I use the new one? For what?
In Fairy Tale World, not in the Dream World, you have the body and abilities of
Okay.
Senor Fluffington. So
Gotcha.
you
So I
are
still-
piloting his body and his abilities.
Great. Man. Awesome.
Can you even go back to the real world again? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, in Fairy Tale World and in the real world, as far as you know, you are piloting Fluffy's body.
Okay.
I would also like to grant each of you an advancement.
Oh my.
From the milestone of not just facing the Sandman, but the contributing to the capture of one of the hags.
True.
Man, let me have 2 sticks. but I don't have anybody that likes sticks anymore. What the fuck am I gonna do? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a third edge on in intellect. I use it
Does
quite
that-
a lot.
Count as our 10-hour?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to take that because I am out of intellect.
Yeah, because you probably didn't sleep the full 10 hours, but I will still grant you the rest. Because, well, you were doing a shit ton of stuff in the dream world, your bodies were not.
Phew, now I have some intellect.
Okay.
Goddamn. So I guess we gotta like storm sleep now?
I think what worries me the most is the time limit.
What do you mean?
Hourglasses are not known to stop on anyone's behalf. It just fills with sand.
Come here for a second. And Vrack just darts towards the hallway.
Just a moment. Thank you so much, Raiders. Liz, hi, how you doing? Alicia. Let's do a quick shout out for Liz, who is raising funds. Hey, William. Will. So Liz is raising funds for medical bills for their dogs who need a couple of things. So if you guys want to, let's shout out, don't Liz. So if you want to go check out their stream, and Liz, I'm not sure if you have permissions to post a link, but if you would like to try to post a link in the chat, I would be happy to have that shared out. But yes, thank you so much. I understand that you were probably gaming for a while, so if you need to get up, stretch, do your thing, if you need to raid and run, I totally understand. Otherwise, welcome to our Fairy Tale Cypher System game. Everybody has kind of just gotten through a dream realm, like they were in the realm of dreams and facing the Sandman and one of the hags. They've had a time. But yes,
through it.
they've been through it. So thank you so much, Raiders. Happy to have you here. Yes. So as you were saying.
Oh yeah. So Vrack gets like a crafty look on their face, and then it's like, okay. Shit, I can't say it in front of him, and like points at the mirror and is like, follow me, and runs out into the hallway.
Oh,
Oh, okay. We
I guess I follow.
mhm.
Follow.
And I'll dart back up the passageway out into the main ruined castle, well out of earshot of the mirror, hopefully. And then look around and be like, okay. I assume that we, like, went somewhere else when we slept, and that hasn't happened before, because we, like, slept in Baba Yaga's house, and it was fine, right? Like, I had a weird dream, but it wasn't, like, hanging out with the Sandman weird, right?
I guess so.
So we got this, like, fancy magic mirror. We know that, like, the Sandman still has Fluffy, right?
Most likely, yeah.
And the mirror apologized when we woke up. So I think the mirror, like, sent us there or something. So we can do it again. But we gotta figure out how to ask it the right question, which is why I gotta bring you guys out here. Because, like, you know how it is. If we say anything, it'll, like, take it as a command. So we gotta figure out how to ask it to send us back to sleep to the Sandman's realm. Right? That's not crazy. It's like an actual plan.
I think the problem is that then we would be in the Sandman's realm.
Okay. Here's a thing that I know. The only thing I know about Fairyland, other than it fucking sucks, is that it is totally possible for little freaks like us to survive even a big, scary-ass fairy. You just gotta be fast and sneaky.
I don't think I'm either of those things. I'm technically a chihuahua.
Smack the other shoulder. Try harder. Figure it out. You can do it.
So
Lauren, what do you think? Are you in on this plan? Should we go like
Not-
now?
The worst plan.
I'm not fucking leaving Fluffy behind.
And we do have the flute.
Oh, you got the flute. Hey. What does it do?
I'm not sure yet. I don't think that the best idea right now is to go back into the Sandman's realm. At least not without more information or protection. As much as I want to
Okay.
rescue Senior Fluffington, the truth
So
of the
we asked-
matter is,
The mirror about it? Maybe the mirror knows something. It was like the evil witch's mirror, right? It's got to know something about magic shit.
I guess we can.
I'm gonna leave that one to you guys though, because I fuck up and I'll say the wrong thing.
Hmm.
Like unless you tell me what to say.
It sounds like you're already know what to ask, Juan.
Hmm? Good? Huh?
Was that say? It sounds like you already sort of know what to ask.
I think there is a very big chance that I will make the wrong call at this moment if I am left to be in charge. But it's alright, Thorn. I would prefer it if you did it.
Rex smacks you in the arm again and is like, what the fuck happened to you?
I have yet again faced the reality of losing something very important to me. I have lost my family, my body, and now the one thing that was anchoring me to what life I had left. The only reason I am not bringing this entire realm down around us is because there's still a chance for me to get him back.
Yeah, so stop with the sad sack. Get angry. We're gonna fucking fix this.
So, I just don't think this is the plan that is going to fix things.
Got anything better?
Yes,
And that
All right.
is
the shock. Shock. No, not shawl.
Chalk.
Shock.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
chalk.
It's the captions. Chalk. As in chalk writing on a
There it
board.
is.
There we go.
The chakra. These captions are
Fucking captions.
oh. We gotta go to the that's gonna be a tall order, let me tell you. Stealing something from him? I'd rather walk back into the Sandman's realm, 'cause at least then I can wake up.
Doesn't have to be his.
what do you mean? Doesn't have to be his.
If I remember correctly, it's just not like it's one piece of chalk. There's a lot of it. We could ask our friend the mirror, or we could find more. And that is and that is the
Hmm.
pathway into another realm that the Sandman probably isn't as aware of.
And he wouldn't expect it.
Mhm.
Okay, no, that's good. That's a better plan.
I think we're in agreement here.
Okay. Thorn,
Yes,
would you do the honors?
of course.
So as you guys walk back into the room, I'm guessing, please roll for depletion for that previous question that you had asked.
Right. What do I roll?
D20. Yeah, D20.
7.
7. You're good. You're safe.
Oh.
Better than a one.
So you walk back into the room, the torches flare back to life. The mirror is just like, oh, you returned. Thank you. Hi. Welcome back. Are you all right? I would assume that due to everything that I have observed since you fell asleep, and everything that I observed prior to you falling asleep, that it is not, things are tense.
Yeah, you could say that. Sorry we left you, though. I know that's kind of like a thing.
It's you. You came back. That's much appreciated.
Yeah, and that must have been some things that you witnessed while we were asleep. As a general statement.
The golden sense of sleep manifested into our reality, and were surrounding your bodies. So that was an experience that I have not experienced before. It's concerning. Most witches and hags don't connect properly to the dream realm per se, so it is not something that I have had the experience of. At the risk of repeating myself,
Oh, there's a trick we wouldn't mind having. But not
And it
today.
sounds like that it's. I look at Vrac and I was like, it seems like it's changing. I can say that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there perhaps we had a dream, a shared dream. Perhaps.
I don't dream. I don't think I sleep, so I would not have really a frame of reference for how that feels. It was not the stillness that comes upon witches when they dream. So, that's good, I would assume. Sharing your dreams so that you can dream together.
Once or twice, Frack has like opened their mouth to talk and then like visibly restrained themselves from asking questions.
Well, there, did you, perchance, plan or retain an ability, or perhaps new ways in which to free me from the wall so that you may take me with you? Perhaps, maybe a little bit would be appreciated.
I look at the others. I was like, perhaps we potentially have a lead on that.
Please roll for deception.
I'm so bad at this. 17.
Okay. Oh, that's quite nice.
And I turned to Juan. I was like, to Juan, should I ask now about the chalk? Magic Mirror on the wall. Perhaps you could show us who else possesses chalk.
The everywhere door.
And the anywhere door? The anywhere door.
The mirror's face goes slack again. Possesses of anywhere chalk. It flashes through images more easily this time than when it had looked through into the Sandman's prison vault. You're not sure. And you see a variety of faces, none of which you recognize. One of which you do.
I'm guessing it's the Arrow King.
Yeah, you do recognize the Errol King towards the end.
Frack like makes a strangled noise and pulls their shirt over their head. Just so if you can't see them, they can't. Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's totally how it works.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Just a little goblin. They don't know.
They're just a little guy. But the mirror did show you a variety of people that theoretically have in their possession a piece of chalk of the Anywhere door.
Did you know who any of those people were?
I didn't recognize a single person except for, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Maybe we should ask him which one's closest.
Now, I would like to
Yeah.
also reiterate to the players, as the kind and benevolent GM that I am, you asked him to show you
Yes.
who they were, not to tell you who they
Yes.
were.
Tell
I did
us.
roll a 16 for depletion. So.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
I think as the images are popping up, would it be possible for me to use hedge magic to make little illusions of their faces?
Sure.
Sweet.
So we can like look at them.
Yeah, there's just a little constellation of faces. The one we recognize, I'm going to keep away because of
Reasonable.
because of many reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic Mirror, who are these people that you've just revealed to us?
His face goes slack and begins listing off probably about 8 names. Most of them seem inconsequential, like it could be anyone, anywhere in the world. Just before the Errol King is named the King and Queen of Caravel, which I believe is on your map. Please roll for depletion.
I already did. Rolled a 3.
Thank you.
Okay. I mean, I'd rather go to Caravel than to the ice again. So
True.
There was perhaps a suggestion made in your discussions with each other in front of me that might behoove you to attempt. Just to be helpful.
So, yes, behoove us. What it would be behooved. Perhaps the suggestion would be welcome statement.
You could perhaps ask which is closest, as I do believe that the kingdom of Caravel is across the mountains.
yeah, I think we were heading there anyway, weren't we?
Not quite.
I don't remember where we were going.
As the player or as the character?
Both.
As both.
As players,
Right?
you
I
would...
remember things.
yeah.
That thing has had like a month.
Yeah, as players, you would know that you had initially intended to travel to the Queendom of Emanuela to see if they had any records of their emissary that had been at the wedding of Snow White.
Right. And I also have notes that apparently I remember there was some vision of Guinevere and Avalon, and I forgot what that meant when I wrote it down, too. So that's also a fun note.
I think that's like across the ocean, far to the west, or something.
Yeah, there was something going on over there that I will
Caravel's, like,
we'll figure
east of
that
here.
out later. That's a tomorrow issue.
That's a tomorrow problem.
Crossing the
Let's see, let
mountains
me
is
pull
not
up the
going to be
map.
particularly hard.
Yeah, Caravel's like directly east of the Beast Kingdom, but over the mountains, so it'd be a hell of a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Unless, unless there's another way through.
We also have the boots.
True.
That's true.
We do have boots.
They tend
Okay.
to skip elevation.
Do you think Fluffy's okay for a while? Like, how long do we have?
Presumably an hour. Since
I
it's
don't
a
know. Time gets really weird here. Probably weirder in dreams. Do you have like a, I don't know, like a link or something? I mean, you're like the same guy, but kind of not, because one of you's the dog and one of them's the owner. I don't know how this works.
I do not feel Senior Fluffington in this moment.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Though I guess we could ask.
Yeah? They'll give us a timeline for how fast we gotta get there. Because, like, if we're gonna go stomping on the way to Caravel, like, it could be like a week.
I think it would take us way less than that with the boots, but
Hmm.
mirror, mirror on the wall. How long do we have until Fluffy is no more?
I do not know.
That's a 3.
Thank you. It is entirely possible that the capture of your friend is undecided at the moment, and as such, the information would not be mine to acquire from the uh, world around us.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who are the king and queen of Caraval?
There's another slack moment. They are descendants of those left in charge when the children of the wardrobe left.
Oh, those little shits. I hated those books.
AKA the GM has not named them yet.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. That's fair. Thorn's just like, oh, they're probably not going to be the easiest people to deal with.
I mean, better than the Earl King.
True. I mean, I definitely take my chances with him over the Earl King, but
Does Juan
Oh.
have any recollection of these individuals?
I was a net 20 on the depletion.
Thank you. Memory roll?
19.
19. They are a pair of what seem to be like dwarf gnome-ish type people that you only interacted with briefly because Caravel mostly is able to maintain itself. It hasn't needed champion's interference of 4 individuals since the time of Jadis the White Witch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. So, just as a hint as to potential previous champions. So, it has not really needed a lot of interference, at least in Caravel itself. So, at most, you might have visited them. They seemed no more or less helpful than most royals that you had encountered. Then again, most royals that you encountered as Juan were aware that you were a champion of the realities, and as such were generally more helpful or polite to you. So you don't know if that's just them knowing that you are champions or the way that they are.
Hmm. From what I can recollect, they were not different much from the rest of their kind. Royals. But it feels like if there's going to be a realm hopping doohickey, is going to be over there. Even if the chalk is, you know, unavailable.
Okay. Okay. So we are in a place where we can't just mirror out, right? We gotta wait until the city is free.
In theory.
And we want to take the mirror with us because it's been left here for like who knows how long on its own. But we can't just leave a mirror here because if we can't mirror out, I don't think you can mirror in. Because like we could mirror in and come visit, but I don't think we can.
One moment. I'm going to, because this is the first time Juan has actually been in the presence of the mirror. I'm going to just try to hedge magic it off the wall.
I believe you had tried that actually last time, and
Yeah.
then went to trying to chip at the stone, because Fluffy is definitely not smart enough to attempt to chip the stone to break it off of the wall.
Then never mind.
And this is definitely not the first time that he's been in the presence of the mirror, because you looked in on one of your old companions in the real world while he was sleeping.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking sleepy boy.
Yeah.
I do remember he was asleep.
So it showed you that the mirror could look between realities.
I think I would like to know the time.
As a player, or are you asking the mirror?
This is not a question. This is just a statement of desire.
Okay.
This is Juan's attempt at not having to ask the mirror a question.
Give me an interaction roll for the mirror to figure out that that is what you are asking.
17.
17. I believe that it is currently 3 o'clock in the morning here.
And then I'm going to try to math how long.
No, 4 o'clock in the morning here. Sorry.
I'm going to try to math how long we have been here.
Probably about 5 hours.
Like since we entered the city?
Since you entered the city, it would have been, you entered at around 7, so 5 plus 4 equals 9 hours.
We
Which
had
is,
enough time to cause a riot and then steal a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Which means that if it's currently 4 a.m., that means
yeah, which is why I said you didn't really get 10 hours, but I'm giving it to you anyway.
that means if it's currently 4, that means we arrived at 7.
That's what I said. You arrived at about 7-ish, which is
Yeah,
like
it opens
the
at
hour of
twilight.
sunset between
Right.
7
Right,
and 8.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's the time frame is from 7 to 8. The
At
castle
least-
is open.
At least at current.
Right, because seasons are stupid. Okay. Sorry, that was just my way of trying to figure out what time the castle is open at the moment.
Yes.
I don't know what to do.
We haven't really explored all of the castle yet.
No, maybe there's something we can use to help out the mirror.
Yeah. I mean, we did just kind of. I mean, I kind of stumbled in here, and then you two were lucky enough to stumble in after me. So perhaps
Like, come
there's
on.
more. There has to. I
Like-
mean, they couldn't have looted everything, could they? Right? I mean, like you can't. I mean, some things had to be left behind.
Also, I feel like we're missing something. Like, a witch wouldn't set up a mirror that couldn't be moved, right? Because if she wanted to go somewhere else, maybe she'd take her mirror with her.
She didn't expect to leave.
She
I
could
guess.
also, I imagine, just
Magic it off?
go here wherever she wanted, whenever she wanted. Yeah. I mean, if we can travel to mirrors or through mirrors, then I imagine they probably could too.
Maybe.
We also know that magic people can just like take things with them. So maybe this room would just be wherever she wanted it.
Oh. Magic's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. The problem with magic is that anything is possible, which makes it super stupid. But I do like the idea of searching the rest of the castle.
It's worth it. I mean, we got some time before.
Or we can go anywhere.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay. Before we head out, Evie, I make it a very big important point. I'm taking the box
Mm-hmm.
that is in the rafters with me.
Mm-hmm.
I do not leave that out of my sight.
Do you put it in the satchel that you have? What do you do with the flute?
Is there like cloth around here?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, there's
grab.
curtains.
Curtains. I'll rip a bit of curtain. And I'm just gonna tie the flute to the staff.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make sure that it's
Nice.
like attached proper.
Okay.
I mean, I could pocket it, but I feel like right now the box that could potentially bring back a very bad creature is a bigger priority to not be remembered than the flute of the guy that is stuck in a prison halfway into a completely different dimension.
I just didn't know if
Yeah.
you were giving the flute to the musician in the group.
You could.
Oh, he hasn't thought of it.
Yeah.
Brack's been kind of eyeing it up because they're like,
Yeah.
Like ever since Frack heard that one shrill note, you're just like, I can do better. I can do better. I can do
He's like,
better.
oh,
These
that was so
instruments are
sharp.
for Bragg, but sticks are for Senior Fluffington.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where like he just hasn't thought of it.
Yeah, no, like, I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that it will be more difficult for you and Thorn to utilize that particular artifact than it would be for Brack. Both of you do still have the ability, but activating that artifact does require a high enough performance roll, and knowing which tune to play and what those notes are is part
Yeah.
of that.
How smart is Vrack today? Actually, pretty good. You're turning to leave. I think Vrack will like look at the flute as you're tying it to the staff, and then be like, "Listen, I have this axe that I never really use, but it's like stupid magic. I'll trade you for the flute."
Do I know what the axe is? It's
I don't know if you identified it, but Vrack did very much want it, and you nabbed it from them for a while to help you attempt to chip at the wall.
that's right.
Yes. They got it back.
Yeah, Vrack did get it
What
back.
are we doing?
Sure, I'll trade you. I just use my
Immediately
bag.
hands over the axe.
I just have the items.
Okay.
Cool.
So you can mark that you've got the Hatchet of the Woodsman. Vrak, you can say that currently in your possession is the Pipe of the Piper. Or the Flute of the Piper, rather. I will have to
Yep.
give you the details on it because it is a setting-specific artifact later.
Cool.
Thorn, please give me a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. You were the first to wake up. You do notice that among your pockets, some of them are a little heavier.
I start kind of feeling in my pockets.
It's gritty.
I kind of just take like a pinch of it and
Golden
Take a look at
sand
it.
is in your hand. As the first to wake up, some of the golden sands of sleep did come through with you. You do not know what it does.
just gonna put it back in my pocket for now. And
We do know what it does. It blinds the opponent when you want to play dirty.
damn.
I suspect that the sands of sleep, though, if you put them in your eye, you'll fall asleep. That's just an
Yeah.
out of character thing, and I don't know it's there.
I'll just keep that in my pocket, and
Just keep that in your pocket for later.
yeah, I'll just keep it for later. It'll be a handy tool that we will use later.
Yeah.
A thorn tool.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, are you saying anything to the mirror prior to leaving? And are you leaving now?
We'll be back.
We're going. I'm just going to assure the mirror that we're
Yeah.
going to explore the castle. We haven't really had a chance to look around yet.
Okay. Don't just remember to come back, please, please.
Yeah. Well, we can't really go too far from here, so we'll be back. We'll be back.
Okay. We'll say that as you guys gather your things to not leave anything behind in the room and wander out to explore the castle, that's probably a good spot to end for the night. We're a
Nice.
couple minutes early from where we would normally end, but it's a nice clean spot to end off on. Sorry for not getting us a break for today's session. We had a lot to get through after a month and a half off.
We lost a character.
At least for now.
Yeah.
We'll get him back. I
There's a lot
swear.
going on.
In fact, we do have a couple of minutes. Unfortunately, Thorn and Vrak would not be in this scene.
That's fine.
Senor Fluffington, you find yourself trapped in an hourglass. Slowly, a single grain drops onto your head and you shake it off.
Yep.
Next to you is a figure that you only vaguely recognize through the warping of the way that the glass is. What are you doing in this moment?
The first thing he does is just call for everybody.
There's no response.
Well, he's gonna do what a Chihuahua knows how to do best and make trouble. He's gonna try to knock himself through the glass.
Okay. You are Chihuahua sized, so you have only the abilities that you would in the real world. How are you doing so?
Honestly, the same way he would do it if he was big, he's just gonna body slam.
Okay. You body slam into the glass wall of the hourglass and doesn't seem to react other than to knock a couple more grains of sand down onto you. They are maybe the size of a ball, actually, in comparison to you at the moment.
I think he's gonna try that a couple more times, and when he's sure that it's not gonna work, uh, he's gonna go into waiting mode, which is just curl up into a ball and wait for his people to come.
Okay. Next to you, while you cannot hear it, is the figure of the Piper in another hourglass. And he seems to be doing the same panicked attempts at escape movements, though add some flying in because he can still fly. His glass also does not wobble, but you would be able to see him buzzing around in it like a trapped and angry fly. After you don't know how long, a massive figure, bigger than any person you have ever seen before, walks past that looks vaguely familiar, glances at you, and picks up the hourglass next to you. Shakes it a little bit. Sets it back down.
As you're barking at him.
The hand, massive, bigger than you. Like, easily you are... in comparison.
So regular Chihuahua size. Got it.
You're just a little bean.
Just a little bean in comparison. Picks up the hourglass and holds it up to his face. In your head, you hear, "You don't want to be a good boy." Would you
I think-
care to be a good boy?
I think Fluffy just goes out loud. Not even he doesn't think. He just goes, I just want to go home.
It comes out as barking.
Rock, 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 rock.
Take a nap. Maybe you'll feel better. And he sets the hourglass back down. Long enough passes to where you would probably fall asleep. When you wake, you are surrounded by golden, seemingly balls of something similar to a tennis ball. You have to shake several of them off because it's kind of like being in a ball pit. The glass is moving again as you come up to that same face with the wide, starry eyes. Would you like to be a good boy now?
He just gets barked back. He's just getting attitude.
Okay. Champions. Such a waste. And he sets you back down on the shelf and walks away. And that's where we end. All right. So.
Ooh.
Yes. So, as we conclude today's session, let's go ahead and go around reintroducing ourselves, where you can find us, etc. Starting with Alina.
Hey everybody, I am Alina, they, them. I have been playing Vrak today, who is also they, them. They are our little charming trickster who wears a crown of ice. You can find me online at alinapete.com or on Blue Sky at alinapete. That's where I do most of my shit posting and just general talking about the projects I'm up to. So, yeah, come check me out there. I'll pass it on to Amanda.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, aka Panda Cabra, and I have been Rosa and Thorn tonight. Use she, her pronouns. My character also uses she, her. Find me here every other Friday as Once Upon a Reflection, and also every other Sunday for Empyrean Wilds, where I play Varen Lek, the weird adept who siphons power and dances with dark matter. Yeah, otherwise you can find me on Blue Sky. I don't really post a lot over there because I don't really have much going on, but I am always on Discord and I'm always hanging out. So feel free to like stop by, chat with me over there. And yeah, other than that, I'm just chilling. I'm having a good time. Joel.
Hi, I'm Joel. I played the duality of characters, that is Senor Fluffington and Juan Ferreira. Outside of this game, I also play Val Mistforge, who is unintentionally also connected to death in our Sunday campaign. Spirits are dead people.
Not all spirits.
Oh, yeah. That was completely unintentional. It appear Rising Wilds. That one. I'm also gonna be playing on a soon to eventually start game also here on the opposite Fridays. So I was going to start being every Friday, just different games.
Late
Outside
May.
of that, I have a
Late May.
late May, apparently. I also have a Twitch stream, which is kind of all that I've been doing lately. You can follow me there at Signed the Grackle. It's like a type of bird, one of my favorite type of birds from back home. I haven't been streaming on there lately because I've been busy with other things. And I'm gonna probably not stream very much for the summer, but follow me there so that eventually, when I do get around to doing it, you can watch me do it. It's gonna be Resident Evil. I'll just say it now. But yeah, that's all I have right now. Effie, go.
Did we do Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Sorry.
didn't have a lot going on, so my announcements were short.
Yeah, no, I was looking to see who was still live, so I wasn't paying fully attention to everyone talking. But hi, I'm Evie, the Disaster Jam. I'm the director at Vaulted Echo Archives, and these three are my wonderful staff. My pronouns are she, they, or any. As they said, we do have another game that I run here every other Sunday, so not this weekend, but next weekend, called Empyrean Wilds, which is our kind of like fantasy adventure style cipher game instead of fairy tale stuff. And they just had some heavy shit happen, including the death of one of the characters' parents. So we will be dealing with that the next game because that's kind of an immediate consequence to interact with. But yeah, so we've got some big stuff going on there. As Joelle mentioned, we will be having our third game go live for play. Probably late May is what we're looking at because we've got the characters or the players lined up and are just getting some stuff prepped and together. Yeah, so that's going to be very fun. It'll be a post-apocalyptic, post-magic apocalypse type thing that they will be playing. It is looking to be an absolutely amazing time. A slightly different player set than you normally see on our channel because we've got 3 players that you haven't seen with us for the most part before, other than our world building sessions. Additionally, next weekend we will be doing another world building session on Saturday evening where we help to put together the kind of trained society that the characters will be playing in the new campaign. So tune in not just next Sunday, but next Saturday night as we do that and do some world building with all 4 of the new players. Well, Joelle and the other 3 new players. It's going to be a fun time. But with that, that's kind of the end of the announcements. I am still kind of guesting on Fuzka's channel until we finish the period that my character is guesting for, but due to some scheduling conflicts of some of the players, the next air date for Difficult Terrain on Fuzka's channel is kind of up in the air. So I do not have a when you will be able to see me over there next currently. So let's go ahead and go into our ending credits, and we will raid over to someone. I'm probably going to try and catch the end of Rev's Starfinder campaign. Rev Eldridge is
nice.
going to be one of the new players in the post-apocalyptic game. So go over there, give them some love, and maybe we'll be able to raid train if they are at the end of their game. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.